Some could reasonably argue it was this handshake between President Obama and Cuba's Raul Castro at Nelson Mandela's memorial that broke the ice. Credit aside, the historic nature of today's announcement is not in doubt.
I think it's highly significant and a very welcome step that these relations will be resumed. And of course, I certainly hope that the economic blockade of Cuba will also be abolished as soon as possible, even though it doesn't appear, given the political realities, to be in the very near future. But it opens that possibility, and of course, the resumption of relations is a good thing in itself, as far as I'm concerned.
The White House has been quite explicit. The time to end the failed Cuban policy had come, but officials face stiff opposition in Congress to repeal the decades-long embargo which the international community has long rejected.
The abolition of the embargo is not going, very unfortunately, going to happen within the near future. However, I think that when Obama announced, with the Cuban government, announced the resumption of relations, he took a number of measures that, on the edges, so to speak, limit the effect of the embargo. But of course, that is limited. But as we heard this morning, the number of tourists from the U.S. has already increased 36%. To the extent that, as was discussed this morning here, there's not enough hotel rooms in Cuba or private homes to accommodate the increase in tourism.
Good morning.
A bold foreign policy move for this president after a week of significant domestic victories.
And so it might seem that President Obama has chosen to ride his wave of good fortune. As the argument goes, why not make this bold foreign policy announcement on the back of Obamacare and gay rights victories in the Supreme Court? A president near the end of his second term has his legacy firmly in sight, and ending a standoffish relationship with Cuba will set this president apart from many who have come before him. Sherman Bryceby's SABC News, Washington.